Hello there, and welcome to the world of Pokemon. My name is Professor Jacob, and thank you so much for attending this lecture on Pokemon biology. Joining me here in the classroom today is, of course, my wonderful teaching assistant, Mr. Curtis. Please say hello to everybody, Mr. Curtis.
Oh, Professor, thank you. I appreciate that. Like always, it is my pleasure to be here and to, be here to assist you in this class.
Yes, that is your primary function. And also here in the classroom is, of course, our trainer in training, Corbin. If you would please say hello to the students at home, Corbin.
Yo. What's up, guys? What's going on? How are you? Welcome.
Okay, well, you don't have to welcome them. You are a student, so.
Well, I still feel like in some ways that I am.
I kind of did already literally say welcome.
Well, I'm definitely like the host of like the student body. You know what I mean?
To become student class president, you do have to be voted in, and I don't think anybody has voted on that yet.
Well,
so.
I've kind of, voted myself in as the class president. And it's.
Yeah, you got you were unanimously voted for the students that are in class.
Professor,
Right.
I will say I did count all the votes, and yes, Corbin did win the majority tally.
So. Oh.
Yeah,
Did anybody else run? Did anybody else know they could run? How many people voted?
No.
Last I checked, we haven't
actually
received
one vote. So.
We have received no emails. We have received no Twitter tweets. We have received nothing telling us Corbin should not be the class president. So here I am. There's no objections. No objections.
Well, but on the flip side of that, we've also received nothing saying that you should be.
Well, that doesn't mean that I can't be. That's something to think about.
Sure. I suppose if you would like, you can speak for all of the students. I'm fine with that. I will continue to not listen to you, but...
Well, but the other students can listen to me, though. That's what being the class president means.
I don't think so. I don't think it gives you command over the other students.
I think it gives me a sense of authority. Listen, this is, this is just...
Yeah, listen, we can have a discussion
this is pish
after
posh.
class, all right? I've been meaning to talk to you about your grades anyway, so this would be a good time to do that.
My grades have been fine.
They've been... Listen, I don't think you're up to your full potential, is all I'll say. But we need to move on. We're here to talk about Pokemon. And does anybody know who we are talking about today? I'll give you a hint. It's going to be a ton of fun. It's going to be a magnificent lesson.
Ooh, well, every lesson is magnificent, Professor.
Yeah, but this one specifically...
That's a given.
Is it a ton of magnets? Is that the Pokemon?
Just flip and reverse that one if you could.
Magnet of tons.
Yeah, I'll take that one. We're learning about Magneton.
That
nice.
Tracks.
Yeah, we're learning about Magneton. It's the evolved form of Magnemite. And if nobody has seen it, I'll just say right now, it's kind of just 3 Magnemites all squished up together.
Well, that's okay. Don't downplay it. That's kind of rude.
That's pretty much exactly what it is, actually.
Oh. Okay.
In fact, I'm guessing from that, I'm guessing that you haven't seen a Magneton in person.
I haven't, but I have seen a Magnemite before because we saw one last week, and I can imagine the 3 together.
Well, take that, multiply it by 3, and then that's Magneton.
Okay, cool. So you don't really need to send it out then.
Okay.
But I am still gonna send it out.
Is this gonna be like Slowpoke, where like if you just separate the 3 of them, they turn back into 3 individual Magnemites?
I don't know if they ever stop being Magnemites.
Curtis, they're magnets, you idiot. They're not going to be separate, okay? You can't separate a magnet once it's magnetized with another magnet. That's just science.
Not true. That's just incredible.
That's literally how it works.
No, it's not.
No, that's not true.
All right, let's go ahead and take a look at Magneton. Mr. Curtis, if you would like to, then you can try to split it apart if you want to.
Oh, of course. Okay. I've got my crowbar ready.
Okay. All right. Well, don't. That
All right,
crowbar is
send
just
it.
gonna fly right. Actually,
send it out.
Actually, I should say. Before I send out Magneton, if you have any, like electronic devices or like, like a wallet with like your credit card or something important in it, you might want to go here, put it in this bucket that I have here, and I'm going to put it outside the classroom.
Oh, good idea.
What about?
Actually, sorry, I forgot. I did have a anti-magnetic field safe installed in my desk. So I'm just going to put it in there.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah,
what
sure.
what about belly button rings? Asking for a friend.
I mean, is your friend here and gonna be affected by this?
Uh-huh.
Is your Corbin, is your belly button ring magnetic?
I didn't say that I had one. I'm just saying, like,
Well,
if I had a friend who happened to have a, yeah, I have one. Yeah.
All right. Well,
okay.
please. Put
Well, you
it
may
in-
want to take that
please
off
put it in
and
the
put that in the bucket.
Okay, fine. Here, put it in the bucket. There you go.
Thank you. Okay. all
Man,
right.
you took that off real fast.
I did.
It's like it's like a pop goes the weasel type situation there.
Well, that's how they make them now. Technology, you know.
Okay.
Okay. I put him in the safe. All right. Are we all ready to see Magneton?
Yes. Yes.
Yep.
All right. Well, check him out.
Whoa! Look at this.
look at
Okay,
him.
he's kind of cool. Cool.
Okay, he's kind of cool.
Come over.
Oh, it's crazy.
All right,
Look
Corbin, you hold it down.
at the zaps.
Oh my God! Whoa!
Whoa. Oh my god.
You see that?
I'm gonna take the crowbar and we're gonna separate it.
It doesn't like
All
that,
right.
Curtis. Stop it.
That didn't work.
Stop it.
It's like looking into the eyes of God himself. It's amazing.
Ow!
He's kind of cool.
And now it's back in the Pokeball. Now that, guys, I gotta say, that was incredible. That was enlightening. I don't think I've ever had an experience with a Pokemon that was that magical.
Listen, I know that like other students aren't here to witness it, but I feel like hopefully they can hear just how awesome that experience was, because that might have been one of the coolest
Yeah.
Pokemon experiences or encounters that we have had in this entire class. I honestly was blown away by
And
it.
like I can't even like use my words to describe like the incredible thing that he did when he oh my God, it's just like I'm like about to cry thinking about it. It was so beautiful.
This class is always magical and magnificent, but I think in the 6.5 years that I've been taking this class, or 6.5 times I've taken this class, or we're not even halfway through, six and like a tenth of the way through class that I've seen this, I never think I've had an experience like that. Not even the last time we talked about Magneton.
I mean, I don't know. I just felt that. Hold on. Oh no. Oh God.
Yes. Yeah. What is it? What is it, Corbin?
What is it?
I'm getting an error on the recording device. It says that it got rid of the last 20 minutes.
20 minutes?
We got the Magneton out 20 minutes ago? That was the most...
Felt like it was so.
Whoa.
It felt like it was so short.
It felt like it was like 30... So we had it out for 20 minutes and we're hanging out with it?
Like I thought I was cutting our time short with how fast I put him. 20 minutes?
Yeah, okay, apparently... Okay, so the recording device messed up around the time that you sent it out, and it didn't catch any of that. It didn't catch any of the fun shenanigans with the Magneton.
That's
So
well.
bring it out again.
No,
bring it out again.
No,
Let's go.
We can't go back. We have to continue on with the lesson.
We're running short on time.
Clearly spent way too much time admiring it. So, let's
Can't
for
do that
all
again.
for all you students
That's
at
true.
home.
Also, if you bring it out again, I'm pretty sure it's going to do the same thing again. Probably.
For all you students
So.
at home, I'm terribly sorry that you missed that enlightening experience. But hey, go out and find a Magneton yourself, and maybe you can see what we saw. Again, I can't even begin to start describing.
It just
what
did this thing with its body that it was just like, I don't know. I could describe it in the moment, but I can't describe it now.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it was just like sensory overload, and I just almost forgot what happened.
And I'm pretty sure it talked to us, right?
I mean, I certainly felt it like not like touch me physically, but like touch me, inside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just got in there and it started just rubbing around on everything.
Okay. Can we move on now?
Yes, I would love to. In fact, I think we should start talking about the Pokédex entries. Learn a little bit about what makes this magnificent Pokemon tick. And so we should probably start with the Kanto region. I think it's kind of like the best region, so it's a good place to start.
Yeah.
All right, the first one here says, formed by several Magnemites linked together, they frequently appear when sunspots flare up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
Oh, okay.
it starts by kind of like immediately gives that whole vibe of it's not really a separate Pokemon. It is just Magnemites all stuck together. Like they are kind of like the same thing.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah. And something to do with the sun makes them form. I don't know why.
So wait, they're powered by the sun? Like their magnetism's powered by the sun? That's
I don't know if we can make that leap in conclusions here. I don't think we have enough to say that their power comes from
Well,
sunspots.
I think you can't listen. I think the greatest scientists in the world formed their hypotheses by jumping to conclusions. Okay?
Well, no,
I think
that
that's
could be a
something-
hypothesis for sure, but I mean, we'd have to test it out. I can't say whether or not for certain that their power increases from
Mr. Curtis, I need you to block out the sun for 24 hours, and I need
Okay.
you to figure out
easy.
if that's true.
Next task.
And then we'll hook them up to a couple voltmeters and see how much juice they got once I
Easy
take the
peasy.
sun away.
Easy peasy.
You don't have to
Take
take
the
the
sun
sun away. You can just put them in a dark room.
No,
I think you got to take the sun away.
I mean, you know what they
say.
say about those, spurtrons that come down. You know, they just cut right through
What
rooms
in the
and windows.
GD is a spurtron?
It's the electronic waves from the sun. It powers all the
He's
electric
making
type
this.
Pokemon.
He's
You
not
know
a sun
that?
doctor.
He doesn't know what he's
He doesn't
talking
know what he's
about.
talking about.
He does not know.
Students.
Nobody take what Mr. Curtis says for actual facts. It's
Don't
not-
listen to him. He's not a sun doctor.
I will truth the world about Spurtrons.
Please stop.
Don't
Truth
you
the
worry.
world.
All right, no. All right,
All
continue.
right, the next entry here says, generates strange radio signals. It raises the temperature by 3.6 degrees Fahrenheit within 3,300 feet. So that's like half a mile.
Hold on. Say that last part again. It does what at 3,000?
It raises the temperature by 3.6 degrees Fahrenheit within 3,300 feet.
Okay.
Okay, so just all the area around it is just a little bit warmer.
Just a bit. Just a
Yeah.
hair.
Yeah.
Just 3 degrees warmer.
3.6 degrees Fahrenheit is noticeable, right?
I mean,
Right.
yeah. If you're in like an apartment building or something like that.
yeah,
sure,
I guess.
yeah.
I guess.
But like
you're
if we're
outside.
talking between like 68 to 72 maybe in degrees, like it's not gonna make something like unbearably uncomfortable or something, you know?
True.
No,
true.
no.
But that's not its main function, right? It's not like it's a
Right.
fire type Pokemon.
That's true.
It's true. All right, the last one here for the Kanto region says, formed by Magnemite that link together when the number of black spots on the sun increases. Fires high voltage power, etc. What does that etc. mean? Wait.
Wait, what now?
It's okay, so this is the first sentence of this entry. Formed by Magnemite that link together when the number of black spots on the sun increases. That's the end of that sentence.
Okay.
And the
Okay.
next sentence is fires high voltage power, etc.
All right.
The
What
person
else?
who wrote this does not know what etc. means. I'm pretty sure.
Obviously it's Spurtrons, but
I think you have to say a list of 2 things and then etc. You can't just say that.
Yeah, at least 2, because like you need to have some kind of, I don't know, some kind of linking factor between the two, so you can say like, okay, so it's more of those 2 things.
right.
Like,
Yeah, because it could be high powered beams and peanuts, you know, etc.
etc. Yeah, I don't know.
Who knows?
It, I have from the sentence, I have absolutely no idea at what other things Magnemite can fire.
Who the hell knows?
Fires high voltage power and bubbles.
And other stuff. Littens. I don't know.
And peanuts.
Peanuts.
Peanuts,
Sure.
apparently. All right, that does it for the Kanto region. The next one here, starting in the Johto region, says 3 Magnemite are linked by a strong magnetic force. Ear aches will occur if you get too close.
Oh.
Yeah, so like, it's like when you get close to a Magneton, it's just a couple of minor inconveniences. Like it gets a little bit warmer, your ear starts to hurt a little bit.
I mean, I was getting a little bit sweaty in class a little bit, so I guess that makes sense. And my ears did hurt, but I just assumed that was Mr. Curtis talking, so I didn't think anything of it.
You're just like your presence gives me a headache every time, Corbin.
Whoa! Oh wow! Finally, shots fired from Mr. Curtis.
Whoa.
Hey. You can't be besmirching my
Don't you be
Magneton
smirching him.
friend.
Don't be smirching. Whatever that
Don't
means.
you be besmirching Magneton, okay? Not after what he did for us.
Yeah, I mean,
God.
God, the heroism that he
Exuded, yeah.
yeah, when he
The light show too. I mean, like, am I the only one that's still like reeling over that?
Yeah.
What a
and
light
can
show.
I just say, Magneton EDM music or EDM music? That's redundant.
That's redundant. It's
That's
EDM.
redundant. ED music, not erectile dysfunction music.
Whoa, you can't say that. Nope, not that class.
Electronic dance music that Magneton makes was, I mean, I just wish everybody could have heard it. I just wish that the recording device didn't crap out on us.
I know. Crazy sounds it made. Crazy.
All right, the next one here says the Magnemite are united by a magnetism so powerful it dries all moisture in its vicinities.
Okay, so that begs a question.
How?
I mean,
Why?
last time I checked, water's not magnetic. So, like, how is powerful magnets? Like, how are they causing water to dry up? Like, I don't understand that.
You would
Professor.
think it would have to do with, it like evaporates it. It like increases the temperature enough to bring it to the evaporation point, which obviously, like, if it's just 3.6 degrees Fahrenheit that it raises.
Well, yeah. How does
it's not
that
doing
evaporate all the water around?
It
doesn't make sense.
It doesn't, and you're
that's a
right.
lie.
Water is not magnetic. In fact, magnets have very little effect on water at all.
So that doesn't add up. It doesn't make sense.
So maybe it's just because its magnets are so powerful.
I mean, there has been studies that show that magnets can slightly decrease the evaporation point of water.
This is so engaging.
Yeah, by all means, doesn't make any sense. Why magnets don't really affect water. So I mean, there has to be some other thing that's creating this effect from Magneton. But hey, we won't know that because it's not in any of the Pokedex entries. Next one here says, when many Magneton gather together, the resulting magnetic storm disrupts radio waves.
Ooh. Yeah, I mean, we
Okay.
had that happen.
That would track.
That would track.
Not gonna lie.
Yeah. All right. So that does it for the Johto region. Let's move on to the Hoenn region. So the first two here are pretty similar, but like the second part of them kind of like separates. So I'm going to read both of them.
Okay.
Magneton emits a powerful magnetic force that is fatal to mechanical devices. As a result, large cities sound sirens to warn citizens of large-scale outbreaks of this Pokemon.
Ooh, wow. So they can take the entire city off the grid, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's definitely sent people cowering in fear. I mean, you guys had Magneton drills in your cities when you grew up, right?
I'm still growing up, so not really.
Okay, yeah,
I
you're in a pretty small town.
I lived so far away from the city. We never heard the sirens.
Oh, okay.
I just knew when when the radio started getting fuzzy and the old gramophone wouldn't play the tunes like it needed to. Then I knew something was going down.
That's when the herd of Magneton was coming down the road.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, we had pretty frequent Magneton drills where I grew up.
See, I always, I guess we do have them here in Saffron City, but like I always just thought those were like weird church bells or something. I don't know.
You never participated in the Magneton drill?
I mean, I didn't know what it was, so I just
you live pretty far outside the city, right?
It's kind of pricey to live in the city, so we would kind of live on
tell me
the
about
outskirts of it. Yeah, jeez, it's rough.
It's rough out there, guys. Okay. So the next one, like I said, is pretty similar to start with, but then it kind of differs as it gets to the end. Magneton emits a powerful magnetic force that is fatal to electronics and precision instruments. Hey, this isn't like a test or anything, but do you guys remember what other Pokemon was caused havoc on precision instruments?
Oh, Squirtle.
No, I mean, I guess if it sprays it with water, it probably could. But I just meant their general aura.
Pikachu.
No. Oh well, no, not just naturally.
Okay, tell me.
Mr. Curtis, do you have a guess?
No,
He doesn't.
I don't remember.
It was Kadabra. It was
Oh.
yeah, Kadabra. I
Okay.
think Alakazam also did as well. Just that, you know, that psychic energy it has, but which is a completely different energy than Magneton. Unless maybe Magneton is psychic, and maybe that's why it can dry all that water real quick.
Ooh, maybe Kadabra is also powered by black spots on the sun.
Maybe. Oh God. Wait. Has anybody seen Magneton and Kadabra in the same room at the same time?
I have not.
Are they the
I
same?
have not either.
Are they the same Pokemon?
I don't know.
Don't think so.
Okay, well, that's another test. We'll have to figure it out. Anyways, Magneton emits a powerful magnetic force that is fatal to electronics and precision instruments. Because of this, it is said that some towns warn people to keep this Pokemon inside a Pokeball.
Yeah. Dangerous stuff there.
Yeah, so if you think about that, that means that the Pokeball is a pretty good shield against the weird radio waves that Magneton produces.
Now, the waves aren't going to knock out Pokeball's ability, right? Because like you could still catch it.
Yeah, I mean,
Obviously.
I have one in a Pokeball right here.
That's cool.
Yeah, so I suppose a Pokeball is not a precision instrument or a what was the other thing that it's a mechanical device.
But it is mechanical and it is powered by electricity, right? Like
Is it? Have you ever put batteries into a Pokeball?
no, I don't.
I have not.
Have you ever? You have to charge your Pokeballs by your bedside. When
I
you
was
go
just gonna
sleep?
say no, you don't. So how does a Pokeball work?
I've heard that Pokemon just get small naturally, and they go into the Pokeballs themselves.
Why don't I just don't see like little tiny Pokemon running around all the time?
Good question, man. I don't know. Really, really crazy questions to think about with the knowledge that we've been given. And this is actually recent information. This information came to us recently through a legend. It was some kind of Pokemon legends thing that I heard somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard about that. Yeah. They
Yeah,
talked about that on the news a little bit. Yeah, they
Yeah.
dug up some old texts, and apparently,
Yeah.
some old professors said that they shrink down
They shrink
to
down real
get in
small.
Pokeballs. I mean, I don't know what they were smoking back in the olden days,
Yeah.
but that's I don't know if that's the case. You know.
Yeah, they used to put little fireworks on their Pokeballs too. Have you ever thought about how dangerous that is? Holy, that's so dangerous.
What a hazard!
But how do you know when you've caught the Pokemon if it doesn't shoot a little firework?
The Pokemon, it doesn't come back outside the Pokeball.
it
I
makes a
don't know.
noise, Curtis. It goes whoa or something.
Yeah, we've really made Pokeballs a lot safer in recent times.
we have.
I don't
We
know.
have.
I think we should go back to the old school Pokeballs with little fireworks on them.
Yeah.
Well, I think you should be quiet. I think we should continue the lesson.
Okay. All right. That's fine.
Oh, okay.
Wait, were you
Yeah.
talking to me or Mr. Curtis?
I'm talking to whoever wants to listen.
Whoa, that's deep, man.
Yeah, something to think about.
Okay, I have a couple more entries here from the Hoenn region. The first one says, it is actually 3 Magnemite, linked by magnetism. It generates powerful radio waves that raise temperatures by 3.6 degrees Fahrenheit within a 3,300 foot radius. And the last one here from the Hoenn region says, a linked cluster formed of several Magnemite. It discharges powerful magnetic waves at high voltage. We don't generally measure magnetic waves and voltage, but I suppose they are related to a degree. You would normally use Gauss would be the standard measurement for magnetism, but
Sure,
Of course,
magnetic
sure,
field.
sure.
So I don't know. I don't really know how that translates as a high voltage, like a really strong magnetic wave. I don't really know exactly.
Beats me.
I don't know. So I let's just assume it says powerful magnetic, so it must be high voltage must equal strong magnet wave.
Probably.
Okay. Moving on to the Sinnoh region. First one here says it is actually 3 Magnemite linked by magnetism.
No way.
A group of Magneton can set off a magnetic storm.
Okay.
The next one says many mysteriously appear when more sunspots dot the sun. They stop TV sets from displaying properly.
Okay.
All right, and that does it for the Sinnoh region. Yeah, how do you think they made that link between sunspots and like more Magneton appearing?
I don't know. They have a telescope looking at the sun and figure that out. I don't know how they did it.
Yeah, somebody was like, all right, there's a lot of Magneton again. Quick, look at the sun. Is it doing anything?
That's right. Maybe they were like tracking sunspots, and as they were like looking at the sunspot, like
The power went out. The power went out or something.
Yeah, or it started getting fuzzy or something. They were like, "What's going on?" And it's like, "Oh, it's the Magnetons
Like,
again."
Dang it! Every time we get a good sample of sunspots, all these Magneton appear out of nowhere.
Right.
Yeah. What the heck is up
Wait a
with
second.
that?
They always appear. Crunch the numbers. It doesn't make any sense.
I feel like I'm right there in the room with,
Yeah,
with
that's-
all
that's
these scientists.
Exactly how it happened.
Yeah.
I can picture it now. Thank you, Professor, for sharing that story.
It wasn't
all right.
okay. It wasn't real, Curtis. Like, settle down.
Oh, don't crush my feelings like that.
Sorry.
All right, enough chatter. Let's move on to the Unova region. There's one entry here. It's very, very similar to all the other entries, but whenever Unova tries a little bit, I just gotta throw him a bone.
Please.
It says the stronger electromagnetic waves from the three. Okay, wait, sorry. The stronger. Hold on.
Come on, Professor.
I got it. It's just worded kind of weird. I just
Corbin,
can't quite
give
see
him
where
a
they're going.
moment.
No, he's taking his time. All right.
He's a professor. You give him his due.
Yeah. Well, it's not that hard to read.
The stronger electromagnetic waves from the three linked Magnemite are enough to dry out surrounding moisture. So again, all information that we already knew, but they worded it differently. So props to them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, nothing in the Kalos region, so they're keeping their form. Let's move on to the Alola region. When three Magnemite link together, their brains also become one.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
They do not become 3 times more intelligent.
Ah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's almost like having 3 separate Magnemite might be better in that regard.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, if you have a brain problem that you're trying to figure out.
Mm-hmm.
The next
get different angles,
what?
like
What?
different angles, different approaches to the problem. If you get 3 different points of view as opposed to one single point of view from the Magneton. Okay,
You're saying 3 Magnemites separately, not linked together, would be better to solve an issue than one Magneton just.
Well, no. What he's saying is that the change in intelligence comes from the fact that they can't gather information more as effectively as 3 Magnemite.
right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's true.
Okay.
Separately they each provide their own perspective, but all together, because their computing power is not compounded, it's just all they're doing is losing the benefit that they have by looking at a problem in 3 different ways.
I don't think that's necessarily true.
Professor, my head hurts.
Okay.
Yes, Corbin, you had your hand raised.
I said, Professor, my hand hurts.
Why does your
Head.
hand hurt?
Sorry, head. My head
Why
hurts.
does your
Because
head
talking
hurt?
talking about all this magnetism and brains is confusing mine.
Aw, well, hell, let's get 3 Corbins and squish them together with a magnetic force, and we'll see if this makes you smarter or not.
Well, there is none other like me.
That's
so good
true.
luck.
Thank the all powerful Arceus for that fact.
For how unique and special you are, Corbin.
Thank you,
Yes.
Mr. Curtis. I appreciate that.
All right, the next one here says it has about 3 times the electrical power of Magnemite.
But no brains.
Well, no, it has brains. It's just not smarter than. It's just not 3 times more intelligent than one Magnemite.
Right, of course.
Yeah. For some reason, this is the same entry, by the way. For some reason, outbreaks of this Pokemon happen when lots of sunspots appear.
We don't know why.
Don't know why. The next one says, delicate equipment can malfunction in areas inhabited by Magneton, which send out mysterious electrical signals. What could they mean? So mysterious.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right. The next one says, delicate equipment can malfunction in areas inhabited by Magneton, which, oh wait, no, I just said that one. Sorry. Sorry, I'm getting
Silly.
old. My brain ain't what it used to be.
God, how old are you, Professor? How old are you now?
I declined to answer that question.
20 years too young.
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
What does that mean? What's going to happen in 20 years? What are you gonna do to me in 20 years, Mr. Curtis?
I put him at mid-50s.
I don't know about
That's
that.
very
much.
generous.
Come on now.
All right, the last one here says, when rain clouds form, many Magneton gather in high places to wait for lightning strike.
Ooh, they want it. They want to get hurt.
They require it. Well, I think they like eat electricity, kind of like because
They lust after
They
it.
eat electricity and they poop out radio waves.
Yes, yeah.
Wait, do they poop? Do Magnetons and Magnemites poop? Do they have a...
Yeah, radio waves.
They don't.
Well-
No, they don't really poop. I mean, in the way that you're thinking, because they eat electricity, right? And
Right.
electricity
Okay, but
isn't-
can you give them a berry? You can give one a berry, right? Like to eat.
Yeah, I guess you can give one a berry.
Okay,
It
so
doesn't
then
have
where?
a mouth though?
Okay, so then where does it poop? Does it have a butthole?
Does a Magnemite have a butthole?
Does the Magnemite have a mouth?
So when three Magnemites get together to form a Magneton, do they have a butthole that's 3 times as powerful? Or is it just like 3?
How does one measure the power of a butthole?
You know, Corbin, that you're asking the real questions.
Right, because I
respect
mean, like
that.
maybe the brain is not 3 times smarter, but is the butthole also
Yeah.
the same, or is it
Well,
just
it
3 separate
keeps
buttholes?
It keeps its 3 eyes. I would imagine that all of its body parts remain intact.
Yeah, but is what I'm asking is it does the butthole have the same effect as the brain, where it's not 3 times stronger? It's just 3 regular buttholes.
I
I don't think
I'm gonna have to go-
Magnemite has a butt. All right, I'm just.
I mean,
gonna
if you
say it.
look at Magneton, it seems to be bound up by where the legs are. So it could be that there are 3 buttholes.
there are no legs. Magneton does not have legs.
Well, it has little screw bolts.
Those are not
look like-
legs.
Those are not
They look like
Curtis.
those.
Come on now.
Non-equivalent legs. Okay, Magnemite has 3 little screws on it, right?
Yeah.
However, Magneton. So how many would you think Magneton has?
10.
3 times 3, that's 9.
As far as I can tell, it has 7.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
The two on that make up the bottom part of the Magneton lost a screw.
You're just wasting time right now. Can we
I'm providing interesting information.
circle back to the butthole conversation?
All right,
I
fine.
second Corbin on the butthole conversation.
We're gonna no. It's time. We got to move on to the next region. All right. So let me go ahead and read this entry from the Gala region.
All right.
It says, this Pokemon is 3 Magnemite that have linked together. Magneton sends out powerful radio waves to study its surroundings.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so they're not weird or mysterious. It's using them to study its surroundings.
Just looking around.
And the last entry here from the Galar region says, this Pokemon is constantly putting out a powerful magnetic force. Most computers go haywire when a Magneton approaches.
We know that. Know that firsthand.
Yes, yeah, we've seen
we
it.
experienced that.
All right, I have one last region here. Now, this will be the first, well, not the first time, I think the second time that we've mentioned an entry from this region. This is from the Hisui region, which is actually what Sinnoh, the ancient form of Sinnoh, before it became known as Sinnoh.
You're
So maybe
just
I should
making-
read this when I read the Sinnoh.
You're just
entry.
making stuff up. What?
I'm
No,
not.
no. We talked about this with Growlithe, right?
Yes.
Wasn't there some recent data that came out that we found out that Sinnoh was
Yes.
actually called? Okay, cool.
Some exciting new information. By the way, most of these entries do feel like this was before there was like a vetting and a peer review process. So these entries really do feel like they're written by one person describing how the said Pokemon affects them specifically. So not really the best information wise, but I guess it was the best at what
Well, I
they
like
had
that.
back
A
then.
little personable spin to it.
Well, I mean, that's great, but, like, it kind of, like, wastes time, I feel. Anyways, let me just read this entry about Magneton from the Hisui
good.
region.
Good.
3 Magnemite gathered to evolve into this Pokemon. The source of much vexation on my part, as its powerful magnetism destroys my research equipment.
Oh, that sucks.
I know. Poor
Wow.
poor dude whoever wrote this. I feel bad for you.
I feel bad for them.
They are lost to the ages. Their name was never
It's it's
recorded.
bad enough that they lived in a feudal time when they had to eat sticks and live in mud huts. Like I mean,
Yeah.
like what an
They
awful
had to
time.
poop on the floor like rabbit
But so-
Pokemon.
Yeah.
But somehow their research equipment was affected by magnetic waves. And
Yeah. I guess
Curtis,
there's
it's best if you don't think about it. Okay.
Yeah, don't think about it too hard. All right, that does it for the the regional Pokedex entries. I have some unique entries for us to read. Actually, there's only one, and it comes to us from Ash's Pokedex. It says, Magneton, the Magnet Pokemon, the evolved form of Magnemite. Its anti-gravitational powers allow it to float, and it can emit powerful magnetic and electric fields.
Yes.
So it can do both of them.
We know this. Yeah.
All right, and that does it for
That's it.
all the information that we have.
That's the
on
lesson.
on
Thanks for
Magneton.
tuning in, everybody. We will see you all next week when we talk about the other
Why
Pokemon.
are you talking about it like it's a TV
And
show?
don't remember we have midweek study session.
Don't remember.
Library.
Don't remember it.
Whatever
you do not remember about our midweek session.
Don't.
I'm gonna bring extra donuts for everyone that attends.
Curtis, nobody goes to those. Okay, it's just you every time.
Well, then guess who's getting extra donuts? Mr.
Him.
Curtis
It's
is.
this boy.
That's
All
right.
I can't wait to get ready to attend that study session. However, before that, I have a pop quiz for everybody.
Oh, you
Hey!
son of a...
Yay!
Why?
Everybody loves a pop quiz, so go ahead, sit back down, Corbin, if you will. We have a quiz to get through. If you get out your Rotom laptops, maybe put
on.
away your Pokedexes, please.
Fine.
Grab a pencil, some glue. We have some arts and crafts we got to do for this one.
Wait, really?
Oh, okay.
Maybe, I don't know. Nah, I might cut that question for time. All right, is everybody ready?
Yes.
Question number 1. Magneton emits powerful and weird radio waves. What is it using these for? Okay. Both of the answers are in. Let's see what our students have to say. Again, the question is, Magnemite or Magneton emits powerful and weird radio waves. What is it using these for? Corbin said to communicate.
Yep.
And no exclamation point, by the way.
That's it. That's it.
That one. He's not completely sure of that answer. And Mr. Curtis says they raise the temperature around them by 3.6 degrees Fahrenheit. So while you're correct, Mr. Curtis, that's not necessarily what it's using them for. It's not intending to raise the temperature by 3.6 degrees
Right.
Fahrenheit.
It's trying to communicate, Curtis.
It's also not trying to communicate.
Oh.
Oh well.
Oh.
It's actually, according to the Galar region, it sends out powerful radio waves to study its surroundings.
Oh, wow.
So you both got that one fully wrong, which is
It's
very
been a
rare
it's been a
occurrence.
minute since we both
Wow.
gotten one completely wrong, Curtis. Good work.
Wow.
Wow. At the same time
Same
too.
time.
I'm honestly very surprised by this outcome.
I mean,
yes,
but
go,
like,
go,
maybe
no,
they-
go, yes,
maybe-
sure, go ahead, Mr. Curtis, please explain yourself. Tell me why I'm wrong here.
No, you're never wrong.
That's
Professor.
exactly
I just
correct.
mean, what if the Magneton are cold and they just want to warm up the surrounding area?
Curtis, that is a side effect. Do not be ridiculous. Okay?
And they could be using the radio waves as, like a Morse code type situation.
You know what?
Except for the
could.
feet.
You know what, Mr. Curtis? You're right. They could, but unfortunately, that's not in the Pokédex entries. They may also like to eat cotton candy, and maybe they can burp the alphabet, but we don't know because it's not in the entry, and it won't be in any of my quizzes.
But can they poop?
No, they can't poop. They don't eat anything.
with 3 times the power, Corbin.
Sweet. I knew it.
Their sphincters, when a Magneton, their sphincters produce.
Hey, does
3
that
times.
crazy Hisuian professor have any information on the Magneton buttholes?
I don't know, and we can't ask him.
Oh, damn.
Maybe that's how he died, studying Magneton buttholes.
What a way to go.
Well, that's how I want to go. All right, question number 2. Maybe hopefully this one will go a little bit better.
Probably not.
What celestial information can you determine when you see an increase in Magneton population?
Wait, what? What?
What? Celestial, as in information from space.
Oh.
Can you determine when you see an increase in Magneton population? All right, both of the answers are in. Let's see what Corbin says. Corbin says more sunspots on the, you guessed it, sun.
Spot.
No, just sun. There's not more
More
sunspots.
spots on the sunspot.
not more sunspots on the sunspot.
Well, yeah.
All right, and the next one, Mr. Curtis says there are an increase in sunspots because you see more of these Pokemon when lots of sunspots appear. Yes, yeah, that's right. Yeah. So yeah, the answer is there are more sunspots. Pretty easy. Said it a lot.
Basic.
I'm glad.
Yep.
I'm glad that's
Easy.
a full recovery from the last question.
Oh, thank you, Professor.
All right.
I really let you down there, and I don't know what came over me.
Yeah, you let me down too, Curtis.
I'm sorry, Corbin.
I knew you were going to get it wrong, so it rubbed off on me, and I got it wrong.
Please stop
thank
rubbing
you
off
for
on
taking
Corbin.
one for the team,
Mr.
Corbin.
Curtis.
Yeah.
I would never rub off Corbin.
I'm 10.
That's exactly why. All right. Question number 3. What are 2 methods that are utilized in towns to mitigate the damage done by Magneton? All right. Both of the answers are in. Let's see what Corbin says. He says, keeping Magnetons inside Pokéballs and sending alarms when Magnetons are near. And Mr. Curtis says, some towns instruct people to keep the Pokemon inside a Pokeball, and some cities use large sirens to warn citizens of the outbreak. Yes, sirens and keeping in the Pokeball. You guys are both correct. Excellent job. I'm glad you paid attention to at least that portion of the lesson. All right. The last question is a fill in the blank. It says, Magneton does not have 3 times the blank as Magnemite, but it does have 3 times the blank as Magnemite. So please fill in those blanks with the appropriate words or phrases. Okay. All right. Both of the answers are in. Corbin, if you forgot, the question was, Magneton does not have 3 times the blank as Magnemite, but does have 3 times the blank as Magnemite. Corbin filled in those blanks with brain power and magnetism. And Mr. Curtis says he did use pictures here. We'll see if they're good enough. Magneton does not have 3 times the... He drew a picture of a brain as Magnemite, but it does have 3 times the... He drew a little lightning bolt as the Magnemite. Yes, you know what? Yes, you're correct. So the answers are intelligence and electrical power. Corbin,
I was
I'm
gonna say that. But I kept torn between that and magnetism.
I mean, is there a direct relation between magnetic power and electrical power?
Yeah,
Yes.
there can be. I'm gonna give it to him.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Because, I feel bad for, I guess, completely blindsiding both of you with the first question.
Yeah, it was rude.
I think that is
rude.
a very fair and equitable
Wow,
decision.
I'm glad that you think so.
You know what?
It really doesn't matter to me either way what you think.
I think it was equitable and fair.
Okay, wow.
Okay. All right. Be like that, Corbin.
All right, so excellent job on the... mediocre job on the quiz, I
right.
guess.
Hey, but I drew pictures for you, Professor.
They
I mean,
sucked.
come on now.
It did that did definitely take up more time. I'm glad you did that. All right, but with that being said, I think it's time to end the lesson here. Does anybody know who we're going to talk about next time?
Oh,
Magneton. Magneton does have an evolved form, but it's not who we're talking about next. So it's not an electric type.
I definitely think it's Decidui.
No, but you're closer than you are far away. So I guess kind of keep that same vibe. Do you have Corbin? Do you have a guess?
What type is it?
It is a flying type.
I'm thinking it's probably a Rowlet.
No, and that is a flying type. Well, wait, is Rowlet a flying type?
Yeah, it's flying in grass, idiot.
I didn't know if it was.
Corbin.
I didn't know
Don't
if
talk
it
to our
could
professor
fly
that
good
way.
enough for us to consider it a flying type yet.
Well, I mean, you know what? That's not your decision to make. That's for, more powerful professors.
Powerful, yeah. My power level hasn't gone up in a while.
Nope.
I need to reach my final form.
In this room, the professor is all powerful.
Well,
I'm certainly the most powerful professor in this room. There's no question about that. We're learning about Farfetch'd next week. Just so people at home are tearing their hair out.
I don't think it's that far fetched. I mean, we'd listen to Pokemon.
I mean,
talk
like,
about
what's
Pokemon
so-
every
like,
week,
and I'm
right?
sure that will be the great funny joke that we tell the entire lesson, and I'm really looking forward to it.
so what's so far-fetched about this Pokemon that you don't want to tell us
yeah,
what it is?
What
doing it
Pokemon
too.
is it, Professor?
Yeah.
So good, so funny.
I mean, like it's a long shot. I get it, but like, what's the Pokemon?
But it's really not a long shot.
It's not a long shot, Curtis. It's far-fetched. Okay,
Okay.
it's out there. It's not out there, but it's
I've
far-fetched.
been really thinking about when a good time for me to put in my resignation letter, and it might be now, just before this next lesson, because I don't know if
would
I can
literally
handle it.
kill to know what the Pokemon is.
Okay, all right, that does it. Well, I'm done teaching you things today. If you students at home have questions, you can feel free to send me a Gmail at my Gengar mail account, just in case if you didn't know what that G stood for. It's wwopokemon@gmail.com. If you don't have a Gmail, that's fine. You can also find me on the Flying Pokemon themed social network site, Twitter. It's at WWO Pokemon there as well. But that does it for today's lesson. So until next time, class is dismissed.
Are you really not going to tell us what the Pokemon is?
Go to hell.
Welcome to the World of Pokemon is a part of the Pokecasters Network.